You ever notice how people in Japan stay slim and they're not even trying? No 6 a.m. gym grind, no keto drama, no calorie confessionals. Meanwhile, in the West, we treat health like a part-time job, counting, weighing, tracking, stressing, and somehow gaining. Japan? They don't count anything. They just live in balance. Meals are smaller, movements built in. Rest isn't a reward. It's routine. It's not luck. It's structure. Their environment quietly does what our willpower keeps failing to do. So this video isn't about eating sushi or buying green tea. It's about learning the system, how Japan built habits that keep them lean, calm, and consistent, without restriction, without burnout, and without needing a spreadsheet to eat dinner. Let's start where all lasting change begins, not with motivation, but with identity. Chapter 1. The Diet Dilemma. Why we keep losing. The same 10 pounds. In the West, we don't diet, we join movements. Keto, paleo, fasting, carnivore. It's not nutrition anymore, it's personality. We treat carbs like villains, butter like medicine, and cheat days like national holidays. It's exhausting. And somehow, after all that effort, we end up right where we started, losing the same 10 pounds, over and over again. But Japan? They never joined that circus. No new year, new me. No cutting, bulking, detoxing, or cleansing. They don't diet harder. They just don't break balance. Their meals are smaller, slower, lighter. They eat until they're satisfied, not stuffed. They move more, stress less, and rest properly. Simple, not extreme. Meanwhile, we're over here downloading apps, timing macros, and feeling guilty for breathing near bread. And here's the wild part. Japan eats carbs every day. Rice, noodles, even dessert. But they eat with awareness and consistency. We eat emotionally. They eat rhythmically. And that's the whole difference. The West treats food like a battle. Japan treats it like a relationship. When they eat, they just eat. No screens, no chaos, no multitasking. They don't reward themselves with food. The food is the reward. Our problem isn't what we eat. It's how we think about eating. We chase results. They protect rhythm. That's why dieting here feels like punishment, and living there just works. So maybe the real secret isn't finding the perfect plan. It's becoming the kind of person who doesn't need one. Because when you stop fighting your body and start listening to it, you don't fall off track. You become the track. And that shift, from chasing goals to building identity, is exactly what Japan got right decades ago. Chapter 2. Identity over goals. The Japanese way of becoming, not forcing. Here's the Western script. Step 1. Set a goal. Step 2. Go too hard. Step 3. Burn out and blame willpower. We treat motivation like gas. Run out, and we stall. Japan runs on something else entirely. Rhythm. They call it kaizen. Constant, gentle improvement. No grand transformations, just small upgrades stacked forever. In the West, we say, I want to lose 10 pounds. In Japan, it's more like, I'm the kind of person who walks after dinner. See the difference? One is pressure. The other is identity. Because identity doesn't run out of motivation, it creates it. Psychologists call this self-perception theory. We believe what we repeatedly do. If you act like someone who's healthy long enough, your brain updates your self-image to match. Japan made that effortless. Their culture quietly reinforces healthy defaults. Walk to the train, eat balanced meals, finish portions that fit in small bowls. No one's trying to be fit. They just are. Meanwhile, we're over here downloading 5 habit apps to remind us to drink water. Discipline isn't their secret weapon. Design is. Everything in their day nudges them toward balance. The way they plate food, the way they commute, even the way convenience stores sell portion sizes that won't blow your deficit. And that's the shift. Don't chase better goals. Build a better environment. Then let your identity take the credit. Because once you are the kind of person who eats well, moves daily, and returns after slip-ups, you don't stay on track. You become the track. And speaking of returning, the Japanese have a rule for that too. It's simple. It's forgiving. And it keeps progress alive when motivation dies. It's called the 2-day rule. Chapter 3. The 2-day rule. Consistency greater than perfection. Everyone's great at starting. Day 1, you're unstoppable. Day 2, still going strong. Day 3, you're reevaluating your priorities. Here's the truth. Motivation dies fast. That's why in Japan, they don't depend on it. They depend on rhythm. There's a quiet rule that keeps their consistency alive. Never miss twice. Miss a workout? Cool. Skip a healthy meal? Fine. But not 2 in a row. That's when a break becomes a pattern. It's basically the difference between a puddle and a flood. One is harmless, the other ruins everything. The beauty of the 2-day rule is how forgiving it is. It assumes you're human. It assumes life happens. It just doesn't let life win. And if you think about it, Japan lives this naturally. Trains are late sometimes, but never 2 days in a row. Habits reset automatically. In the West, we fall off once and throw the whole week away. In Japan, they just return. Quietly, predictably. That's why progress sticks. So stop trying to be perfect. Perfection breaks fast. Consistency bends and survives. Because if you never miss twice, you'll never fall back to zero. And that rhythm, that steady return, is what makes calorie deficits, workouts, and even rest sustainable. Speaking of which, let's talk about the one thing that actually makes or breaks all of this. What's on your plate? Chapter 4. The Food Foundation. Building the Invisible Calorie Deficit. Here's a controversial statement. Every diet is just a creative way to eat less. That's it. No magic macros, no ancient secrets, just physics with better marketing. The goal isn't to starve, it's to stay in a small, steady calorie deficit long enough for your body to adjust. Japan nails this without tracking anything. How? Smaller portions. High-volume foods like soups, veggies, and fish. And meals that actually end. You don't snack through the day because the day's meals already satisfy you. In Japan, food is visual math. Small bowls, balanced colors. Your brain thinks complete, even if it's half the calories of a Western meal. Meanwhile, we're over here filling plates like we're preparing for a famine. But here's the modern trick. Awareness beats guessing. You can't fix what you don't measure. That's why I use Cal AI, because it doesn't make tracking feel like homework. You take a photo of your meal, boom. It reads the calories, protein, carbs, fats. It scans the whole plate in seconds and gives you a clean macro breakdown right on screen. No typing, no weighing, no, was that cooked or raw? Drama. And it's scarily accurate. Cal AI is the sponsor of this video, but it's also something I've actually been using a lot lately, because it kills all the annoying parts of tracking. You just set your goal, and it gives you your daily calorie and macro targets automatically. And I still glance over the scan to double-check the ingredients. It's usually dead accurate, but that quick look makes sure it caught every detail. But for 99% of meals, it nails it. If you're extra precise, it has a full food database where you can instantly tweak or add anything the scan missed. And for late-night snacks, just point your camera at the barcode, and it logs the entire nutrition label before you've even opened the bag. After a week, you start seeing patterns. Oh, that snack ruins my deficit. Oh, that lunch keeps me full till dinner. Awareness makes self-control automatic. Because once you see the truth, you stop negotiating with yourself. If you want to try it, use code BLUNTGUY for 3 days free trial. Let the app handle the numbers while you handle the living. It's around $10 a month, or $30 for the whole year. Basically $2.50 a month. So yeah, skip one coffee, and your nutrition's handled for the year. But we're not done yet. You can eat perfectly and still lose progress if your brain keeps rewarding the wrong things. Let's fix that next. Chapter 5. Food Tips and Swaps. Eat smart. Without suffering. Most people fail their diets not because of hunger, but because of boredom. You can't eat chicken and broccoli forever. At some point, your soul rebels. The trick isn't eating less, it's eating smarter. Japan proves this. Their diet isn't magical, it's just designed better. You'll see it in the details. Smaller plates, cleaner flavors, natural portion control. Nothing's banned, nothing's cheat day. Meanwhile, in the West, we treat every craving like a moral crisis. We sin with dessert, then repent with cardio. That's not nutrition, that's religion. So here's the fix. Don't rely on willpower. Design your environment so the easy choice is the right one. Ditch liquid calories. Water, black coffee, green tea, Japan's holy trinity. Swap fried for grilled. You'll save 300 calories without noticing. Use smaller plates. Yes, it actually works. Your brain measures fullness visually, not mathematically. Split big meals. Half now, half later. You'll feel twice as disciplined for free. It's not about restriction, it's about friction. Make bad decisions inconvenient. Keep snacks out of sight. Don't store guilt in the fridge. Japan mastered this through culture, not effort. Their portions, packaging, and serving sizes make overeating hard. You don't need self-control when the environment already decided for you. Because if your diet feels like punishment, it's not sustainable. And if it's not sustainable, it's not a diet. It's a countdown. Eat smarter, not stricter. And the beauty is, when your food's handled, the rest gets easier, including movement. Which brings us to the most misunderstood part of fitness, the part Japan quietly aces without even trying. Chapter 6. Exercise. Explained. Move like life, not punishment. Let's be honest, most people think fitness means torture, sweat, soreness, someone yelling, "one more rep," while you question existence. But in Japan, exercise isn't punishment. It's built in. They walk. Everywhere. Train stations, stairs, commutes, They burn hundreds of calories a day without ever saying the word workout. It's called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Basically, all the calories you burn just living, fidgeting, walking, cleaning, talking, all of it adds up. In the West, we sit 10 hours, panic about it, then try to undo it with 45 minutes on a treadmill. It's like setting your house on fire every day and thinking a scented candle will fix it. You don't need to live in the gym. You just need to move like a human again. Walk more, take stairs, stretch during Netflix, do push-ups while your coffee brews. That's it. That's the secret. Now, if you do want to train, lift. Seriously. Resistance training is the closest thing to cheating the aging process. It keeps your metabolism high, protects your joints, and gives your body shape, not just less. Here's the simple formula. Eat less, lose weight, eat less plus protein, lose fat, eat less plus protein plus lift arrow. Transform your body. Start with a basic 3-day split. Push, pull, legs, bench, row, squat. Keep it simple, stay consistent. Japan's lesson isn't about workouts. It's about motion. Movement as habit, not hobby. That's how they stay lean without fitness culture. We treat health like an event. They treat it like hygiene. And if you can internalize that mindset, if you can move naturally, eat intelligently, and stay consistent, you stop losing weight. You just live lighter. But before we wrap this up, there's one more piece missing. The long game. How to keep this rhythm for years without losing your mind. Chapter 7. The long game. How to stay consistent without thinking about it. Here's the real plot twist. Staying fit isn't about effort. It's about automation. In Japan, health isn't a phase. It's identity. It's culture. It's autopilot. They don't track macros. They don't chase 10,000 steps. They live in a system that rewards the right behaviors automatically. Their environment does 80% of the work. Predictable meals, built-in walking, reasonable portions. Even their social norms support balance. Eating too much is seen as impolite. In the West, we rely on motivation. And motivation's a terrible business partner. It shows up late, leaves early, and forgets its wallet. So what's the fix? You make consistency easier than quitting. Stack your identity. Simplify your routines. Stop resetting. Start refining. You don't need to restart your fitness journey. You just need to stop ending it. Because once your habits become who you are, there's nothing to maintain. It maintains itself. That's why Japan stays consistent, not through control, but through calm repetition. Kaizen. Small, constant improvement. Less grind, more rhythm, less hype, more harmony. And that's the real long game. Not chasing perfection, but mastering return. So here's the big takeaway. Don't fight for balance. Build it. Design a rhythm that makes good decisions automatic. Eat like Japan. Move like life. Rest like it matters. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer friction points. And if you've ever wondered how the Japanese stay calm, focused, and light on their feet day after day, it's not just their food, it's their sleep. Because how you rest determines how you live. And that's what we'll explore next.